Now, in the previous video, we learned about some substitution reactions which are shown by benzene. Now we'll discuss the next type of reaction which is given by benzene or the aromatic compound, that is the addition reaction. Okay, addition reaction is due to the presence of double bonds in benzene. So in this, first we'll discuss addition of hydrogen. Okay, so benzene undergoes addition of hydrogen in the presence of catalyst such as nickel, platinum and palladium. Now, three hydrogen molecules I require in the presence of nickel as catalyst. Now, all the three pi bonds will break and will get this compound, and this compound is known as cyclohexane. Okay, so benzene is changed to cyclohexane. The second is addition of halogen. Okay, and this is my benzene. Now I will be adding chlorine to it in the presence of sunlight. Okay, this addition will occur. So all the pi bonds will break and one chloro will come here. Okay, this bond will break like this. Okay, and what compound will get? Will get C6H6Cl6. This is known as benzene hexachloride or BHC. Okay, it is used as an insecticide. Now the next type of reaction which is shown by benzene is oxidation reaction, and in the oxidation reaction we'll discuss combustion reaction. Okay, combustion means burning in the presence of oxygen. So benzene is changed to carbon dioxide plus water plus large amount of energy is released. Combustion reactions are generally exothermic. Now we have to discuss the mechanism of electrophilic substitution reaction. Substitution is the most important reaction which is given by benzene ring. We have seen four types of substitutions: substitution by halogen, substitution by NO2 group, substitution by SO3H, that is sulfonic acid group, and Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acetylation. Okay, so now we have to discuss the mechanism of this type of substitution. The substitution is known as electrophilic substitution. Means in this substitution the attacking reagent is electrophile. Now what is electrophile? Electrophiles are those which have positive charge or which are electron deficient. So now we'll discuss the mechanism. This mechanism occurs in three steps. The first step is generation of electrophile. The second step is attack of electrophile. Now electrophile is generated. Attack of electrophile on benzene and formation of carbocation intermediate and the last step is loss of H plus from the carbocation intermediate to form the product. Okay, so we are going to discuss the three steps one by one. The first step is generation of electrophile. Okay, now electrophile comes from the reagent. So suppose this is my reagent. Now the reagent will break and it will dissociate into electrophile and nucleophile. So this is how your electrophile is generated and it will attack on the benzene. Now we have four types of electrophilic substitutions. So now we'll see that how different electrophiles are generated. So first we are going to discuss how electrophile is generated in chlorination or halogenation. Now what is the reagent we use in chlorination? Chlorination occurs in the presence of chlorine in the presence of AlCl3. Now this AlCl3 is Lewis acid. Lewis acid means it is electron deficient. Its octet is not complete. Okay, because aluminium here it is making only 3 bonds. So its octet is not complete. So what this AlCl3 will do? It will attract the electron pair from here. So we'll get Cl plus plus AlCl4 minus. So this is my electrophile which is generated in the halogenation or chlorination. Suppose bromination is done, then what is my electrophile? It is Br plus. Okay. Now, second is nitration. So what reagent we use in nitration? Nitration occurs in the presence of concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. So what will happen? First, this H2SO4 will dissociate into H plus and HSO4 minus. Okay. Now this this H plus will attack on HNO3, and definitely it will remove water from here. And what is my electrophile that is generated? NO2 plus, because HNO3 I can write like this. So this is minus and this is plus now. So water is removed like this. And what is the electrophile generated? It is NO2 plus. Likewise, in sulfonation also, we can see how the electrophile is generated. Sulfonation occurs in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. So two molecules of sulfuric acid will take part here, okay, and they will dissociate into H3O plus HSO4 minus plus SO3. Here electrophile is not H3O plus. Here your electrophile is SO3. Okay, so this is acting as electrophile. Now why it is acting as electrophile? It is not having any positive charge. It is acting as electrophile because in this molecule the sulfur is electron deficient because its octet is incomplete, because sulfur is making only 3 bonds here, so its octet is incomplete. Sulfur is surrounded by only 6 electrons. So here the electrophile is not H3O plus, the electrophile is SO3. Now we'll discuss how the electrophile is generated in Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. Now Friedel-Crafts alkylation, so it occurs in the presence of, suppose I am talking about CH3Cl in the presence of AlCl3. So again this AlCl3 will take one electron pair. So it is this. So my electrophile is CH3 plus here. Likewise we have Friedel-Crafts acetylation also. The acetylation occurs in the presence of CH3COCl in the presence of AlCl3. So again this AlCl3 will take the electron pair. So what is my electrophile generated? It is this. So we can see that in the 4 types of substitution, different electrophiles are generated according to different type of mechanism. Now whatever electrophile is generated, that electrophile will attack on benzene ring to form the carbocation intermediate. Okay, suppose this is my benzene. Now this is the hydrogen atom. On this the electrophile is attacking. Now electrophile can attack either here or here or here, because electrophile always attack at the electron rich position. So electrophile will attack at any of the pi bond. Suppose the electrophile is attacking here on this bond. Now this bond will break. H is here. Now E will be attached here and positive charge will come here, because E and plus are two things. Okay. Now this positive charge will revolve because benzene shows resonance. So there is rotation of this positive charge that we call as delocalization, like this. So we can see that in the benzene ring, the positive charge was there at ortho position. Now the positive charge will come at para, and one more structure is possible. So because of the resonance, we can see that the positive charge is delocalized over the benzene ring. And we can make the final resonance hybrid for this. Okay, so this is the final resonance hybrid. Now I have not made the entire circle because the positive charge is not present on all the carbon atoms. Out of 6 carbon atoms, positive charge is present only at 3 carbon atoms. So it is half circle. And the structure which is formed is known as carbocation intermediate. Okay, and because of this resonance, the stability is more. That's why the rate of electrophilic substitution is also more. Okay, so in the second step, the electrophile will attack on benzene, and there is delocalization of positive charge throughout the benzene ring, resulting in the formation of a stable carbocation intermediate. Now the final step, intermediate is formed. Now there is loss of H plus from the intermediate. So suppose this is my intermediate. Okay, this is my intermediate. Now from this H plus will be lost from H here and plus here, and again there will be formation of double bond and I will get my product. Okay, so substituted product. So this is how your electrophilic substitution occurs. Now we have to discuss the next thing, that is directive influence of groups and substituents on benzene ring. Now what is the meaning of directive influence? The ability of a group already present in the benzene ring to direct the incoming group to a particular position, that is known as directive influence. Okay, now what is the meaning of this? Suppose I am having benzene. Now all the 6 positions are vacant. Suppose chlorination is done. Now chlorine can occupy any of the 6 position. Suppose chlorine is occupying this position. Now this position will be 1. Okay. Now suppose nitration is done. So second time suppose nitration is done. Okay. Now if nitration is done, we have to introduce NO2 group. Now where the NO2 group will be attached? This position is already occupied by chloro. So this position is already occupied. Now out of the remaining 5 positions, nitro group will be attached to that carbon, which position that is decided by chloro. So chloro will direct that to which carbon your nitro should be attached. Suppose chloro is saying that attach the nitro to second and fourth. So nitro will come to second carbon and likewise nitro can also come to fourth carbon. Okay, so this is known as directive influence, that if one group is already present in the benzene ring, the position of second group or the third group is decided by the group which is already present on the benzene ring. Okay, so now we have to discuss the directive influence of groups. Now on the basis of directive influence, the substituents or the groups can be classified into 3 types. The first type is ortho-para directors and activating groups. Okay, the groups are activating groups and they are ortho-para directors. Now what is the meaning of activating group? Activating group means which donate the electron to the benzene ring. Okay, so the examples are alcohol group, OCH3 group, then we have NH2 group, we have RNH group, or we can write NHR group, we have CH3 group, etc. These are ortho-para directors and these are activating groups. So what they do, they direct the incoming group to ortho and para positions, plus they also donate the electrons to the benzene ring. The second type is meta directors and deactivating groups. So these groups direct the next or incoming group to the meta position and they are deactivating. Now in this case we have examples NO2, CN, acid, aldehyde, ketone, your acid derivatives and all. And the last category that we have is ortho-para directors and deactivating groups. And in this category we have halogens. Okay, so halogens are ortho-para directors, but they are deactivating, means they withdraw electrons from the benzene ring. Okay, so now we'll understand the meaning of the directive influence by taking few examples. Suppose we have benzene. Now benzene is first treated with chlorine in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So the first group that is attacking is chloro. Now all the 6 positions are vacant. So the chloro can be attached to any place. Suppose the chloro is attached to this carbon. So we are getting chlorobenzene. Now the next is we are doing nitration. Okay, so the attacking reagent is NO2. So where the NO2 will be attached? Now halogens are ortho-para directors. So what is the directive influence? Ortho-para directors. So they will direct the next group to ortho. Now what is ortho position? 1,2 position is known as ortho. So first product that I will get is ortho and the next product that I will get is para. Okay, so I will get two products, ortho nitrochlorobenzene and para nitrochlorobenzene. Okay, but suppose I am having benzene and suppose first nitration is done. So first benzene is subjected to nitration. So I will get nitrobenzene. Now suppose if chlorination is done. Now nitro group is meta director. So in this case I will get only single product, and that is meta nitrochlorobenzene. Okay, this is known as directive influence. So we have to learn that which groups are orthopara directors and which groups are meta directors. Okay, so from this part conversion type questions come. Okay, suppose if the question is benzene to 2-nitrochlorobenzene, then this is how the reaction will occur. But suppose if the question is benzene to 3-nitrochlorobenzene, then this is how your reaction will occur. We'll take few more examples, but first we have to discuss that why this happens. Why some groups are orthopara directors and some groups are meta directors. Now, first is orthopara directors. So we'll understand the explanation for orthopara directors, that why some of the groups are orthopara directors and they are activating groups. Okay, so I will take the example of this phenol. Now to the benzene OH is attached. Now we know that this OH group shows plus R effect. So we'll make the resonating structures. Now you can see that the OH group is donating the electrons to the benzene ring. And because of this, the electron density on benzene increases. Okay, the negative charge appears at ortho position. Now this can be further drawn. Okay, so the next negative charge will be at para position. It can be further like this. So the next negative charge will be at ortho position. So we can see that the electron density, okay, the electron density increases at ortho and para positions. Okay, so such groups are orthopara directors and they are activators. Okay, they increase the electron density on the benzene ring, and the incoming group will be directed towards the ortho, that is 1, 2, and para, that is 1, 4 position. Now let's discuss how meta directors work. Meta directors are deactivating groups. So suppose to benzene nitro group is attached. Now nitro is like this. Now the nitro group has minus R effect. So definitely it will withdraw the electrons away from benzene. We have already learned plus R and minus R effect. And because of this you can see that on the benzene ring the electron density decreases. Now you can see the positive charge is there. Now we can further draw the next structure like this. Okay, so positive charge was at ortho position. Now the positive charge is at para position. So electron density decreases. Now this can be further drawn like this. Okay, so since the electron density continuously decreases at ortho and para positions, so the incoming electrophile cannot attack at ortho and para position because electrophile is already positive. So it will not attack at the plus stage. So what position is left? Only meta. So why some groups are ortho-para directors? Because they increase the electron density at ortho and para position. And on the benzene, which group attacks? Electrophile. So definitely electrophile, that is E plus, will attack at ortho and para. In case of meta directors, ortho and para positions already have positive charge. Their E plus cannot attack. So what position is left? Meta. So these groups means there are some groups which are meta directors. Now we'll discuss the special case of halogens. Halogens are orthopara directors, but they are deactivators. Now what is the reason behind this? Halogens are deactivators because of minus I effect. Okay, but if we make the resonating structures for halogens, so suppose if I make the resonating structure for halogen. So suppose I have chlorobenzene. Okay, so if you make the resonating structure, you can see that at ortho and para position, your negative charge will come. Okay, you can further complete the structures and we can see that the negative charge appears at ortho and para positions. So halogens have a special thing, that is they show plus R effect, but along with plus R they have minus I effect also. So halogens are orthopara directors, no doubt, but they have deactivating effect. So this was all about the directive influence. Now let's solve some questions based on the directive influence. Now we have to convert benzene to para-nitrotoluene, and in the second question we have to convert benzene to meta-nitrotoluene. Now how it is done? So first I will take benzene. Now para-nitrotoluene is this. Okay, this is toluene, and to the para position nitro group is there. So two groups I have to introduce. Now first, which group is introduced? Okay, now if there are these two are different groups, methyl group is orthopara director and nitro group is meta director. Now which group should be introduced first? Since we have to make the para product, first introduce that group which is orthopara director. So first CH3 group is introduced. Okay, so first my CH3 group will come. Now nitration is done. That is HNO3 and H2SO4. Since CH3 group is orthopara director, so I will get ortho product as well as the para product. But in the second question, I have to convert benzene to meta-nitrotoluene. Now meta-nitrotoluene is this. Again, CH3 is orthopara director and NO2 is meta director. Now which group should be introduced first? Which group should be attacked first? What we want to get? We want to get meta product. So first we'll introduce meta product. Meta product means concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. So first the meta product will come, that is NO2. Now CH3 group is introduced like this. Okay, so this is how you will get questions. So whatever product you want to make, suppose you want to make ortho product, then introduce that group first, which is orthopara director. Suppose you want to make meta product, then introduce that group first, which is meta director. Now next is polynuclear hydrocarbons. Now what is the meaning of polynuclear hydrocarbons? The hydrocarbons which contain two or more fused benzene rings. This is naphthalene, this is anthracene. Now it is observed that these polynuclear hydrocarbons are very carcinogenic. Okay, so one term is there, that is carcinogenic. Carcinogenic means cancer causing, and these are quite toxic. The polynuclear hydrocarbons which are obtained by the combustion of petrol, coal, tobacco, okay, when they enter the human body, they damage the cells and they cause cancer. Okay, so these polynuclear hydrocarbons which have more than one or two benzene rings fused with each other, okay, they are generally found in petrol, coal, and the complete or incomplete combustion of these petrol and coal results in the formation of such compounds which can cause cancer.